You are now listening to the Electric Dreamz Podcast.
Oh, I know that you'll be fine.
What's up, guys? Back in the Electric Dreamz Podcast. I got my lovely sisters. Sisters, hey, say hello.
Hello.
That's Christina, and that's Sarah. What's going on, ladies? How you guys doing? You guys are good?
Yeah, we're doing well.
Yeah, how's
in Seattle?
what's oh yeah, in Seattle. Well, shit, over there you guys are having bad cases.
Yeah, there's still people walking around like it's nothing.
Yeah. Like you. You going to dog, dude? It's crazy that you're still going to dog parks. I don't know, I just don't take Babe. We don't.
Yeah. We go to the Seattle Center, and there's like a little area that's pretty secluded to everyone, so we just hide in there through the balls, just because the poor dogs, they need some way to get their energy out.
Yeah, especially if you have a puppy like yours, you know, Gus. So you're gonna have to let him loose and stuff. And then, how are you doing over there in Arizona? Is everything good?
Yeah. So I'm like 3 hours east of Phoenix. I drove into the valley yesterday.
Okay.
Just to kind of say one last goodbye to my friends.
Yeah.
We're gonna be for a while. And everything's shut down.
Yeah.
Everything. There's usually a shitload of traffic.
Okay.
And oh, sorry, can I not cuss?
No, you can cuss. I don't give a shit. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Why am I the one that dropped the first F-bomb before Sarah?
I know. We should have bet. We should have like put like $5 who would curse at the first moment.
Yeah, at the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah. So like, okay, so like break it down. Hold on. What'd you say?
I said I don't appreciate you guys.
Hey, do you? All right.
So yeah, the valley is completely like shut down. It looks like a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah,
or
people
like,
just going nuts.
You know that movie Quiet, or like when nobody can make noise? That's how it looked.
Oh, like The Fog. Have you seen that movie, The Fog? That was just like the fog is.
No, there's really not a person or soul out.
Yeah.
Or at least in the valley. But here, most people are escaping by hiking because everything is like about between. Like for me, I'm like 3 minutes from a really major hike.
Okay.
And it takes you deep into the woods.
But they didn't shut that down though?
Well, no. I mean, they have some places that are like federal or not federal, but state property.
Okay.
That they have gated off. But people are still welcome to hike it. It's just not to, stay overnight. That's what they're asking. Okay. And they shut down all the facilities like the bathroom or like maintenance.
Yeah.
There's still like a shit of snow everywhere. And I'm just like, oh.
Let me ask you too. I'll hit Sarah first. What is the scariest part about this virus that you think?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, at least for me, I'm very much an extrovert. So I like to go socialize and go hang out.
Yeah.
And so right now, being secluded and isolated and not being able to just be like, oh, hey, hey girls, come on over, let's have some wine and stuff, and maybe we'll just have the night to stay in, or even just randomly being able to be like, oh yeah, let's go out dancing tonight.
Is there moments that it takes you mentally, you're just kind of like, man, I don't like you can do this, but there's some moments that you're just like, man, I really need to get the fuck out. Either it's like a walk in the
I haven't gotten to that point yet, and that's what's the scary part is the longer that this shelter-in-place policy continues, I think it will. I mean, it's already been impacting a lot of people's mental health.
Yeah.
Me, I consider my mental health pretty good, but the longer that the shelter-in-place continues, could affect it.
And then with you, Christina, it's a whole different case because you're a nurse, so you're literally surrounded by it. Is there one thing that concerns you about it? Like what's your fear about it the most?
Trusting on you guys to do what we need to do. Honestly, our president, because he's definitely not. The thing is that that's what we need to kind of clarify. What is our goal? Do we want people to die? That's fine. That's a solution to getting rid of this virus. You want a lot of people to die and then have the virus kind of leave? Or do we want to keep as many lives from this when we already have lost, I think I checked yesterday and it was like 500,000 have been infected and 28 to 30,000 have died. And we're the third top of the list. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Italy's getting really affected by it, huh?
Huh?
Italy is getting really affected by it, huh?
Oh, they've been infected about it. Like it's been this has been a minute. Like this ain't like last month's news. This is end of 20. I don't know why they called it COVID-19 because it started at the beginning of or mid-December.
Oh, okay.
It just didn't come. Yeah.
Well, you know what was the craziest? Oh, go ahead.
It comes from the year. It's not the COVID-19. The number 19 is based off of the year.
I think so. That's everything that I've seen. I'm not sure. I actually
I didn't know. I thought it was just the strain, the medical term for the virus.
I thought so too.
I know. No, when I was looking it up, I was like, COVID-19. Oh, that makes sense because it started in 2019. So that's why they're all like 2020, like they categorize it, but really it's a 2019 problem that just carried over. It's like,
Oh, that's
this
kind of
old
cool.
baggage.
Yeah.
Because it's been happening since even before December, right? I thought it was like even October, November, right?
From what I read from the World Health Organization, which is a really good resource for people to use, it was showing that they had studies kind of going back from that were starting in, I think, January, February. But it's really hard to. They have not organized it enough for people to really track it and follow it unless you're a reporter, somebody that's been really involved. So like for me, I've been listening to NPR and all that stuff. But the thing that makes it really fearful is that I just FaceTime with friends in Washington yesterday. Okay. And they're like, hey, tell us the truth. Is this like a hoax? And I'm
Jesus Christ.
Fucking serious? Why would it be a hoax if you are being told to stay in? You know what I mean? The thing about the United States that's really, really beneficial is that each state can mandate their own rules. The federal can say something, and when something's really big, federal will over trump, what's it called? State division, I guess. But yeah, the states are taking they're like, fuck you, we're going to do this. And it's because all these numbers are skyrocketing. Like Louisiana, like I was supposed to travel to Louisiana.
Fuck that.
I mean, I would have been doing ICU or endoscopy out there, but man, still like it would have been bad. It would have been bad.
Yeah, imagine getting a bowl.
I mean, just because all of us are, Raul, he's in California, I'm in Seattle, like we probably wouldn't even be able to travel to New Orleans if you were to have gotten sick. Oh, I'm thank goodness.
Yeah, I think
the thing is that people don't realize that, like, sure, you may not get sick, but your loved ones could.
Yeah.
The people that are at risk are the people that have respiratory issues. So, I know he's back.
Yeah. Hey, tell Travis to cool it down with the ciggies, all right? No, but like, well, they were saying that's why there was issue in Italy because so many of them smoke, and so they already, most of them already have respiratory issues because they smoke for years and shit. You know what I mean? It's like
make that connection. That's actually a very good point.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's just crazy.
All taken care of have been 40-pack smokers.
Fuck.
But they're on GLP.
Wow.
And then on top of it, 40 pack a year. So that means that they've been smoking for 40 years, a pack. Yeah.
Jeez.
Variable. Some people, But yeah, a lot of the thing is too, the hospitals are admitting people when they're stable. And this is an issue because they want to admit them because they're thinking they're going to decline really fast because nobody knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, it's like the Wild Wild West out there, huh? When it comes to the medical industry.
The thing is that you have to still use practicality. You have to, when it comes to the medical field, okay, this is a virus, but we have to treat it like anything other. If they can't breathe, we put a breathing tube. If they have an infection, we give them some sort of antibiotics. So even though it's a virus that we're taking care of, it's not the virus that's just the issue. It's what the virus causes. Sometimes the virus will cause an inflammation in your system. Sometimes it will cause your lungs to shut down. How can we prevent all of that? So we have to give certain treatments to help with that. Okay. And so that's basically what they're doing. And all these research are saying that a variable of things, but also too, it's a variable population within their region. And so with us here, it's a little complex because people are from everywhere. And then on top of it, are they carrying the same lifestyles that they're doing it where they originally came from, or from their original city, or from just how long have they been living in that place that they adapted those habits. So there's a lot of it's not just hospitals that are overwhelmed, it's researchers and all this other stuff because they're really trying to gather accurate data. And so basically I look like I'm being wrapped up in toiletry when I go in. Let me
give you guys another question. How do you think this let me ask Sarah, what has this coronavirus has affected your work? Has it, I know we talked through text and stuff, and you were saying that maybe one of your coworkers has been exposed by it or some shit like that. Has it affected, because has it affected your work through that?
So for my work, we've finally got the green light to work from home as a option. It's not been mandated. Because our company is categorized as essential business because we're in main supply chain. And just to give you background, I am in the aviation industry. And so my company helps fabricate and manufacture and airplane parts. And also we do engineering services as well. And so based off of all of that, we're categorized as essential business. So employees are still, asked to come into work, but because the president of the company I work for, he's always employees first. He's given us the go ahead and work from home.
Well, that's good.
Us to be safe.
You guys are under that, 52% that are without work. You know what I mean? Most people like myself are out of work because of this cause. Which is good. At least you have that option. You know what I mean? That's one thing. But were you kind of were you afraid to go back to work after hearing that? You're kind of fuck, man, I really don't want to catch this shit because this asshole brought it in here.
Well, so we didn't hear about the particular case until just this past week. And so, but even before then, once we started seeing the numbers increase of the cases that were happening, not even just Washington State, but just globally. I don't own a car. I live in the heart of Seattle, so I just use public transportation.
Jeez,
it's just easier.
That shit's fucking nasty too. Ship-filled buses.
The public transportation here, they're doing their due diligence and making sure that they're cleaning the seats and the rails and stuff. But I don't know how often they're doing it. I could probably look it up, but
yeah, they need to have a ton of stuff.
Well, they also now have made it so that all public transportation can't enter from the front door, which gives you access to the bus driver. So then it became safety from the bus driver getting any contact from prospective people that may have it.
Yeah.
And so now we enter from the rear door, and we don't have to pay. So that's been really, really nice.
After you say enter from the rear, I was like, there's going to be some joke right there. I thank you. Ladies and folks, if you enter from the rear, it might be a little dirty, but it's still good. All right, let's switch it.
It's all stolen and clean yourself.
All right, let's switch it up to a little happier note after this fucking crisis. What's one child memory that you guys recall that was like, it was such a fun experience or funny moment? Yeah, I want to go Christina. I'll go Christina first. What was like a...
I honestly didn't listen to the question. I just heard fun memory, and I thought I was thinking a fun memory of you.
Uh-huh.
And the thing I think about is when you caught the house on fire.
when I was...
You tried to lie about it.
Oh,
like
shit.
Firefighter.
I
don't even think I told this story. So basically, I don't know, I think back then I was a little retarded or some shit, but I was like, I had a...
You were just 5 years old. You were just a kid.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I had this napkin, and I was like, I'm running around. I don't know why. I was thinking, maybe let's play firefighter. So I guess fucking
you're not being as animated as you really were.
Okay, go for it. You can go.
So Tito used to walk around all tippy-toed, and he's like, and so I didn't see you doing that, but from the stories that you've told me, you said that you were just, putting a little napkin into the fire, and all of a sudden, from my perspective, all I hear is, and it's you running away, and then I'm looking, and there's a fire, and our babysitter Carmen is coming out, stomping on it like as if it was gonna spread everywhere else because you dropped it on the carpet.
Okay, so I was witness.
You were there? I totally forgot that you were there.
When we were young, me and my brother used to play all the time, and so I walked into my mom's room, and then I walked into the bathroom, and I hear Raul like playing, and he's got like a napkin on fire, and I'm like, what are you playing? He's like, oh, I'm playing firefighter. I'm like, oh, okay. And then he's holding the napkin, and then it starts burning his fingers, and he's like, hot, hot, and drops it. I'm like, oh my God, you're burning the house down. So I run to our nanny, Carmen. Poor lady, she's taking a shower.
Yeah,
I'm knocking on the door, like,
I was like, fuck.
There's nothing like a naked ass nanny walking.
Oh, dude.
Poor Carmen is like in a towel, grabs a shoe, starts stomping on it.
That was her barefoot. I thought she stomped that shit with her bare foot. I was like, dang.
That's here, nuts.
No, I remember not.
She grabbed it.
It was like that she got.
Dude, poor lady.
Poor just
imagine being that babysitter that you have kids that just like fucking they do crazy shit. Oh, I remember getting my ass whooped so hard. Mom comes home, she's like,
Remember when you hung yourself?
What?
Remember when you hung yourself?
Oh yeah, dude! I didn't even tell that fucking story. I swear to God, Hold on, let me tell this story. I'll tell this story. Yeah, I felt, rest in peace, our tata, our grandfather. That man should have had a heart attack way before than he originally had. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy. So I'm outside in the backyard. You know when you go to grandparents' place, you're just so curious about everything. You just running around, just exploring stuff, seeing what you could do and stuff. And so I'm running around, and there's this tree in the backyard, and I love this tree. I used to put nails in it and stuff and trying to make a tree house out of it. But anyways, there's one day that my grandfather has these like fish wires that he hangs for pistons to let them dry. So he cleans them and then hangs them and stuff. So my dumb ass thinks, oh, okay, let me play fucking George in the Jungle out here. And so I'm like, I'm grabbing it, swinging, and I decide to put it over my neck, but hold it, and then I let go, and then suddenly, boom, I'm like hanging. I'm hanging there for a while too. I remember that. Fucking, you just see Tata just running over, just like, holy fuck, and just like go, he runs and he picks me up, and then I'm fucking bawling and stuff, and he's just like, oh my god, what happened, you okay, and stuff, and of course he tells mom, and just like, imagine mom working like a 48-hour shift or fucking whatever, 10-hour shift, coming home, she's ready to pick up her stupid damn kids to go home and just eat a cooked meal, and then she hears this shit that her son tried to hung herself. I mean, it's crazy how much shit we did, you know what I mean? Like, my favorite.
Wow, the kid already knows how hard life is.
That's why I'm so like, I wouldn't want, like, I would love to have kids, but I know my kids are gonna be like 10 times as crazy, especially my half and shit. But I would say my favorite moment, like my memorable experience I think it was fun, is man, there's so many good ones. I think with Sarah is when her and I, another fire. Remember when we got the matches from Theo Steve?
Oh, shut up.
So I don't know.
We befriended the neighbors, and we're like, yeah, let's make a campfire, and this is like the Boy Scouts or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. And
it's like one of the kids is like, oh, we need matches. Like, who can get matches? And me and my brother look at each other like, we can get matches. No worries, no problem. And the little cousins are with us as well. And the one person that's visiting us is our Theo Steve, and he's just like hanging out on TV, just like the other kids are just going to be the playground, no big deal.
Yeah, coming out of deployment, he's just ready to relax and shit.
Yeah, so I tell my brother, I was like, okay, you go to the kitchen and I'll distract Theo Steve. So from the backyard, we enter in, there's the living room, and then you have to keep going down the hallway to get to the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
So my brother keeps going, and I hang out with my Theo Steve. I'm like, hey, Theo, like, what are you watching? What's going on? And I just hang out with him until he gets the matches. And then finally, he gets them. I'm like, okay, bye. We bolted out of there, and then okay, we got the matches, let's make the campfire. And one of the girls that was like the sister of one of the other little boys that was hanging out with us, she's like, oh, you're playing with fire.
Oh, you know, that fucking bitch.
She's just trying to save her neighborhood, that's all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna tell. And she goes off and tells her mom or whatever, and Raul and I are like, see ya, we don't want to get into trouble.
Yeah, we fucking booked it.
The house, us not thinking, like, oh shit, we forgot our cousins. Like,
yeah,
like,
yeah. Our fucking cousins were with us, and we totally forgot about them.
That we just abandoned. So we had to like go back to find them. We couldn't find them. And then when we come back, there's already the mom with the little girl, and then our two cousins are right behind her.
And we're like, fuck. I was like, God damn it. So fucked.
Yeah, we had to like stand in the corner until our mom came home.
Oh,
that
yeah.
was not fun.
I was so fucking pissed. Fucking got in trouble. That is a good moment. I fucking remember. So now Christina, my favorite moment with Christina is when we went when we were bike riding. Remember we went bike riding up to that hill, and so we decided to go mountain biking up in this fucking steep hill in the back, like almost like, okay, so in front of our yard, back in Washington, there's just like fucking national park. So you go in there deep, and there's like hills, there's little trails and stuff. You know, a lady actually got killed in that fucking trail. That was just crazy. And then freaking, so there's just no big deal. Yeah, if you want to go there, it's a little small town called Tenino. It's a great town, you know, just half, you know. But anyways, so we go in there, we grab our bikes, and Christina, I think you had this bike for quite a while, right? It was a bike that you... Yeah, Christina's first bike. And so we decided to go this fucking steep hill. It has to be like 45-degree angle. It's fucking steep. And we were like... it was so steep, we had to walk our bikes up the hill. So we're like, okay, you know what would be fun if we go down the hill with the bikes. And Christina's like, you know what? I'll go first. So we're like, okay, cool. and then and all of a sudden, Christina goes down the hill, and we're like, holy fuck, she's going fast. She's going too fast. Holy fuck, she's going that corner way too fast. And all of a sudden, you just fucking eat shit. I think, you skid or you flipped? I can't recall. I thought you flipped and then...
I think I flipped.
Yeah, you fucking tumbled, though. And you fucked up all your whole, left side or right side? I think it was your...
right hip.
My right.
Yeah, your right hip. And holy fuck. Dude, that was bad, but it was like the most fucking craziest thing that we ever did that summer. It was nuts. Yeah. And I'm just like, that wasn't even the good part. The good part was trying to explain Mom why we did it.
I don't remember that.
Just seeing Mom's face, it's just like, fucking.
That was the day that Nana thought that we're supposed to head back home to California. I think that they waited a little bit longer because thought that I was trying to fix my bike.
Yeah, I know. That bike was, and you still kept that bike, huh, for a while.
I actually just got rid of it.
Wow.
Just got rid of it. Because I was, getting tired of all the clutter and that bike was so rusted. It was time for it to go. But no, the funny thing about that is for 2 months I was wrapped in saran wrap.
Oh,
because the doctor could not take out all the rocks and sand out of there. Mm-hmm. And so he had to make me sweat it out basically, or else I would have to go and get not surgery, but they were thinking that it would have gotten really infected. So yeah, I walked around always making the sound
with the saran wrap, right?
Oh yeah, I was made fun of so bad because I had saran wrap all around my elbow, because my scars, you can't even tell on my elbow, but on my hip it's pretty bad.
No, I remember you actually covered it with the tattoo though.
Yeah,
which was really cool.
Which I wish I kind of didn't, because it's a pretty cool scar, but...
Yeah. You could tell, like, war stories with your kids. You're like, you see this? Back in 2005? Or 2006?
Your uncle and I.
Yeah. Back in my day.
This might have melted.
But, you know what's so interesting about the social distancing? I think people are going to be more active after this shit. I guarantee myself. There's one thing I miss. I miss actually going outside and taking my laptop to the park and making music. Like what? Let me ask you guys. What's one thing that you're going to miss? You're going to what's one thing you're actually going to do after this whole shit, the social distancing goes? Are you going to go to a restaurant? You guys going to go, what's one thing you want to do? Well, or Christina, what's one thing you want to do after this social distancing?
That's the thing, is it's not a big deal for me. It really isn't. I'm not suffering through the social distancing because we have so much. I always tell you, I know how to deal with it, because I've been on my own for so long. And so if I get lonely or if I need some sort of validation, I call you guys. You guys are my main support people.
Yeah.
But one thing that, I'm with you. I would love to go to a coffee shop and just sit. I just want to mingle. I'm in a new area that I don't know anybody. I would love to go on a date. Yeah. I think that's one thing I will do. Go on a date. I will decrease the social distance, if you know what I mean.
You want to hit up my sister. Hit her up on her Instagram, Gypsy.
It's Peppy with 3 eyes.
What's up?
3 eyes? Is that what you said? What did you say?
What'd you say?
It's like her Instagram handle is it's Peppy with 3 eyes.
Yeah. Damn, you put it out in blast, dude. What's up with that?
Sorry.
There's gonna be some like creepy motherfuckers. They'd be like, "Hey, I heard you on the Electric Dreamz Podcast."
We'll really know your population.
What's up?
We'll really know your listeners.
Yeah, there's probably only 2. I think it's Mom and you guys. To be honest.
So don't forget to hit me up on Instagram.
Yeah. Shout out. No, freaking. Well, I love doing the podcast because it gives a platform to talk about subjects, like all types of subjects. It's kind of cool. Like I've had conversations of like people in different industries of like, with you, it's nice, Christina. It's like we talk about like the whole medical field and stuff. And then Sarah, you and I, we talk about most of like, in depth and like life and, work wise. And then mom, I talk about like more like a little bit of everything, like politics and stuff. And, yeah, it's fun. I think people need to have these conversations, and it's good to have a platform like this to kind of give a resource of that. But well, I don't know. It's just it's kind of tricky with this. I think we're all extroverts. Mom's an extrovert. I think we get our extrovertness from I think, both our parents, even dad was, I believe he was an extrovert from all the stories I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
That's one thing. What's up?
What are you going to do, Sarah, when you're free?
I'm going to drink.
I'm going to get fucked up.
One of the funny things is that the first thing that I thought of and this is going to sound really bad, but one of the first things I thought of was everyone's afraid of catching the Rona.
Yeah.
And so this will be the first time ever that I can legitimately bar hop in Capitol Hill here in Seattle. So I grabbed a few of my friends. I was like, we're gonna get shit-faced. Let's do it. And we did. Oh, I felt terrible the next day. But literally that afternoon, Governor Inslee went in and saying that all public gatherings are a minimum of 50 people, and we have to have restaurants and bars shut down.
Damn, 50 people?
I was really glad. Yeah, but now it's just completely shut down.
Yeah.
And so I'm definitely glad I went out with a bang. And I'm going to go in with another thing. There's this one restaurant that I absolutely love. It's a Mexican restaurant called Fogon, and they just make the best food and the best margaritas. Oh, like 2 of those, you're done for. So yeah. I'm very excited to support the small businesses.
Yeah, no, definitely. I feel bad for those small businesses and those waiters and waitresses. It's like, it sucks because they're suffering too. It's hard. It's hard.
The support them is ordering food from them. They said even the fancy, like, who was it? I was watching something on Andrew Schultz, and they were saying, you know what, dude, this is the best opportunity to order from the fufu restaurants because they're so true. Yeah, because, you couldn't get a reservation or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. But now they're offering their, like if, I don't know, does the Capitol do the Capitol Grill? Oh my God, if the Capitol, sorry.
That's what their food tastes like. Capitol.
That's what critics call it, the Capitol Grill.
Yeah. I went to eat a smoked salmon. It was Capitol.
No, I tell you, their tenderloin is so awesome with a little lobster tail. Oh, if I could get that for $50,
good.
I'm on it.
Yeah, you actually just reminded me. There's this sushi restaurant in Belltown that is just so good. I've heard so many great stories about it, but now they're shut down. But they do takeout, so I'm like, oh, I don't know about takeout sushi, but Hey, why not?
It's good. Don't worry.
But you know what? You can even be better if you make it homemade. Like, you know, honestly, I know you guys can't see it, but my sister giving me faces right now. Dude, like, honestly, like, Korean and I have been cooking more inside, and it's good, you know. You mean we're, you know, eating, like, porridge, like, we're back in, like, 1901, but, you know, it's still... it's still good. It's like fresh and stuff. But I think I think this is a perfect time to explore. Like today, I'm gonna try to learn how to make pizza because I always want to learn how to make pizza. So I'm gonna try to.
You're gonna put the music behind, like how I did it with Mom.
Oh, with Mom's.
Come on.
Yeah. No, 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 no.
You're singing the wrong song. You're singing the Timon and Pumbaa one. The no, squash banana.
No, I was trying to sing it. No, I was trying to sing dun, 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 or I don't even know. Like when the moon hits your eyes like a big pizza, but not some more. I think Mom's more Italian than anything because she's making pizza, fresh pasta. Yeah, homemade pasta. How's Mom's homemade pasta? Wait,
it's the best.
Yeah. What do you think, Christina?
Fresh pasta. I've never really experienced fresh pasta until Mom made it. And I was like, oh my goodness, this store-bought stuff is crap.
Hey.
It's like 3 hours.
Hey, Mom told me a story that you ruined her $700 pot or pan. Is that true, Christina?
Okay,
yeah, break it down.
So I was cooking. Well, the reason why we're fucking laughing is because my mom has every reason to be upset with this, but she's always got something to nag about me in terms of whenever I'm, you know. Anyhow, so what ended up happening
after the story, it'll be really clear why.
Yeah. All right, go for it.
So, Mom bought these all these fancy ass pans. It probably cost her about $1,000 total, right?
$1,500 pans.
I'm looking at her.
To be precise, $1,500 fucking pans for cooking.
So, well, because she cooks a lot and she needs like a good, you know, she's had the same pots and pans since she was like, I don't know, since they moved into the house like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I go and I'm getting the old pans together, and I asked Mom, I was like, hey, do you want to get rid of all these? You know, I'm living with you now. I don't know if she's like, well, you're not. There's all these other pans, you know, you can use. Mm-hmm. But this one you can use for this, and this is this. Like, there's specific, like, there's a saucepan. There's, like, one for soup. I don't know. It's a pan. It's a pot, whatever.
Yeah.
And so that mentality got me in trouble because I was cooking eggs on just a little saute pan. Mm-hmm. And I was wearing my floofy my floofy nightgown like a granny, and I was just like cooking, and all of a sudden it smelled smoke. No.
Please explain.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
What the robe is.
I will.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden I smell a little bit of smoke, and I'm like, oh, like I thought my floofy pink gown, mm-hmm. nightgown, got stuck on the burner, not on the saucepan. So I was like, okay, because I didn't think anything of it.
So you kept cooking? You're like, oh, it's a little burn. Oh.
I removed it, I rolled up my sleeves, and I never pushed on. Uh-huh. And so I made myself a lovely meal and sat down, ate it, cleaned the pot and pan, and next thing you know, I have to go run errands because I was applying for a job out in Arizona. Mm-hmm. I come back home, Mom's holding the pan, and she's looking at me, and she's like, what the fuck did you do? And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, you ruined my fucking pan. This is why I can't have nice things, you fucking kids. And I'm just like, Mom, don't. And she's like, you just don't take care of nothing. Just, you know, the whole spiel, and I was like, I'll buy you a new one. She's like, you can't even afford it. And I was like, what?
I feel like when mom yells at you, it feels like you're back in Nam. You're hearing all like when you were a kid when mom would yell at you for like stupid shit. She's like, ah.
She's like, what the fuck is this, gum? How did you get gum? Because it's pink. My gown, so it got stuck on the side of the saucepan.
Oh shit.
So like, she's like, I tried scrubbing it and everything, I can't get it off. And I was like, Mom, I'll figure it out. If not, I'll buy you a new one. Again, what? You can't even afford this! Oh,
shit.
She's
like, you broke motherfucker.
It was a low blow. I was like, okay, I know I'm living with my mom, but I can't afford a saucepan. And then she's like, it was $300.
Why she doesn't let us in the kitchen?
Oh yeah. Oh, you're not the one to talk either, Miss Burnt Ramen over here. You ain't no better chef Boardie over there.
I'm like, when he started saying, "Oh yeah, you can cook, you can cook at home," I'm like, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Oh my God, when you mentioned the whole sushi thing, well, the best thing is cooking it from home. And I'm all like, I was like, are you directing that to us? Because Sarah can't cook.
Yeah, actually, this will be the perfect time for you to learn how to cook, Sarah. What'd you say? What'd you say?
I said I can cook if I actually really, really try hard.
Okay, what's one dish that you could cook?
I can cook salmon and shrimp.
Yeah, she can.
Yeah, she can. Pretty good?
Yeah, she can. She can cook.
Put a little butter on it?
Everything else.
And Travis, my husband, likes fideo.
Fideo? Oh, yeah, fideo's good. You know how to make fideo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, okay. I was craving it, so I called up Mom and be like, how do you make it?
Yeah. I'm telling you.
And ceviche. Oh.
Yeah, ceviche. I know how to fix it.
Yeah, ceviche is pretty easy. I learned that when I was in college. I called Mom, of course. Mom's like the 81800 cookbook, Mama cookbook. So I would call her and be like, "Hey, Mom, how do you make ceviche?" Because I was like, "Man, I have a shitload of cucumbers and I have a shitload of tomatoes and then like salad. I was gonna make salad for the week, but I was like, you know what? I want to learn how to make ceviche and stuff." And she was like, "Oh yeah, you just do this. It's really easy. It's nothing hard at all." I think it's a pretty easy dish to make and stuff. But what's one dish that your favorite dish of Mom?
Oh, geez, that's hard. I think fried shrimp.
Fried shrimp. Ooh, when she does the fish tacos, or shrimp tacos.
When she makes the fried shrimp. No, just the fried shrimp itself. When she used to make that for my birthday. Oh my goodness. And they're not like little baby like Oregon shrimp. This is like from the Baja king prong size. Oh, that was really good.
Yeah, those are really good. What about you, Christina?
I love my birthday cupcakes. That is something that I love, my birthday cupcakes. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a lot of things like menudo, fideo, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love her pizzas for sure. But if I had to have my last meal, it would be my mom's chocolate with cheesecake filling cupcakes with the cheesecake icing on top with pink sprinkles. There ain't no other. That's what I want. That's all I want. Yeah, I'm telling you that is so good. It's so like moist. It's good.
They are good. Mom's. I don't have to say, Mom's desserts are really good. Some she like. It has.
Wait, you're gonna give me shit for saying the word rear, and we're not gonna comment on the word moist.
Moist cupcakes. Yeah, I don't want to think about moist and Mom. All right. Those are two words I don't want to hear. All right.
You're nasty.
You nasty. You nasty bastard. Yeah, those are the two words you shouldn't put in a sentence. Moist and Mom, all right?
How dare you?
How dare you? You kiss your mother with that mouth. But I would say her desserts are pretty bomb. I would say, man. I would say mom's. Fuck, man. There's so many dishes I love. I would say mom's. I love how mom makes menudo. I don't know. I think she makes the best menudo, hands down. You know, it's pretty basic. It's nothing, crazy exciting, but it just the broth. It's like what makes it the best out of it, and you can eat that fucking thing every day if you want. I mean, I think that would be my last meal.
Her tamales are always bomb.
Oh yeah. That's one thing I would probably like if I hopefully one day I make a shitload of money so I can I really want to open a store, like a restaurant of mom's food. You know what I mean? Like, but just like a small pop-up shop or even like a food truck. I know mom has talked about doing a food truck and think that would make such a killing with her tamales. Her tamales are so fucking good. Mm-hmm. And she makes like I still have some right now too. Been like eating them during the week and stuff. And this I don't know, did you guys think this batch was kind of spicy than before?
I mean,
I see this year actually.
I didn't think so either. I actually told her to add more spice.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like, I can't even taste the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So the spice is different. This year, it's a delayed spice. So what it is that you get the bite later. It's not the initial. And that's why it feels like you probably have a different burn because it's kind of hitting you in a different way.
Yeah.
But now the borders have shut down, so we can't really get spices. This is before the coronavirus, but we can't get I guess there's a bug or some sort of bacteria that lives in Mexico.
Yeah.
On the peppers, and so we can't they're not allowing that to cross over.
No shit.
So now we have to rely on the state's peppers. Not that, I mean, it's not like bad thing, but there's always something,
Me funny. You start smuggling the peppers in the States.
Oh, dude. Oh man, they got dogs now. And can you imagine all these people with pounds of peppers trying to cross over?
Put your hands up.
These are the dried peppers. Even the dried peppers, which is the ones that we use. So I got in a huge fight with mom because I was like, why does this taste different?
Yeah.
And she's like, I have no control of it. It's like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I think the delay spice is getting like, cause like I don't know why my gastric reflux is just like acting up so bad. Like right now I'm changing my diet because of it, because it's just getting bad. I don't know if you guys ever had the feeling. It's like it feels like you're having a heart attack. You're just constantly belching, and then I've talked to mom about it. I've had it since I was a baby. Mom's like, oh yeah, you're throwing up when you were a baby. You would throw your food back up and you would just have it. I wish that gastric reflux sucks because you literally have to watch. You can't drink caffeine. There's some coffee, candy, all types of shit.
Stomach aches as well.
What's up?
Do you get stomach aches as well?
Yeah, and but correct me if I'm wrong, Christina. You can even develop stomach cancer from it. Or I know you can develop some cancer from it.
Develop injury, like inflammation, and so therefore, I mean, I guess you could.
Mm-hmm.
I have never heard of people getting like esophageal cancer just because of gastric reflux.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of the time is, it's kind of indicative of other on top of other things. If you're a smoker or if you're a hardcore drinker, it might affect your esophagus a little bit, but. No, I think that it's really just trying to gather you're probably stressed out. You have to remember a lot of acid is built up in your stomach so they could break down. Mm-hmm. And so if you stressed out, you have an increased amount of acid because your body thinks, oh, I'm going to just increase acid a little bit because, it's calling for it because of the stress.
Dude, I didn't even think about that too, because there's some moments like I'll have like, I don't know, these like mini panic attacks, and then I don't know, I'll start belching. I'm like, I didn't drink any caffeine or anything like that, and I'm like, dude, like what the fuck?
It's your cortisol. Your stress response hormone is going up. And so you have to remember, our bodies are still acting out like as if we're, caveman time. When we're stressed or like you're trying to run from a bear, it's going to do everything you can so you can optimally run from a bear and survive, right? So when you do that, it's going to increase blood flow to the places that need it the most, which is it's going to all your major muscles, and it's going to forget about your stomach, right?
Okay.
So you're stressed out. Your stomach is like, it's the last thing. It's the first thing to die is your stomach. And so it doesn't put it in priority. But the thing is, your stomach is very important because you have to be able to process the food that you have in there. Yeah. You have to be able to pass bowel movements, because if you don't, what's it called? You're going to have excruciating pain. And then on top of it too, it's not healthy. It's not healthy to optimally nourish yourself, Yeah. So, all in all, I mean, stress can do a huge number to your body, to your mentality. I was listening to this podcast, and it was this brain doctor. God, I can't remember his name, but it was really interesting. He was talking about Alzheimer's and just all the mechanisms. He's a psychologist, and he actually went to medical school. Psychologists go to medical school, but
yeah,
they don't really necessarily study the brain. They study some sort of aspects of it, but they don't really like dig deep and look at MRI scans and all this other stuff. At least that's how he explained it. I'm not sure. But he was just talking about all these little habits. Like, we should always ask ourselves, is this going to be good for my brain in the long term? Like caffeine, like alcohol. Even though I know it's hard.
Sarah, you gotta.
I've been looking at this. This is like a Chianti. Mom knows I love Chiantis. I've been looking at it since my birthday.
What's a Chianti?
A Chianti is. Go ahead, Sarah.
Sarah's a good.
You're more wine than I am.
Well, it's just an Italian red wine. That's all I know.
Well, all right. Yeah. Thanks for explaining that. I could have known that.
You can't tell me where the grape is from?
Yeah, you can't. You can't tell. It's funny. That's one thing that mom cracks me up when she goes all crazy with wine. She's like, "Oh my god, it's a and she's like, "It's from the mountains of and then it's like it's only made in this season and that season." I'm like, whatever fucking tastes good. Give me it.
Mom, when she is very interested in something, she will become an expert about it.
So true.
Yeah.
She did the same thing here. She does the same thing with art, like specifically with Van Gogh. Really into the research behind all these artists. And I mean, New York itself, she was just all over the art scene there.
That lady knows
the Metropolitan Museum specifically, not the whole art scene.
That lady knows so much. It's crazy. Think about it.
Yeah.
Our mom, like, she when she's like dedicated to something, she's like all for it. She's like, especially the beer. She was all for the beer. Cooking now, wine. It's just.
You should see her. Like, I lived with her for about like a month, and going between two jobs, and then she comes home, and this bitch is still cooking.
Yeah.
I was just like, Mom, you don't have any kids to take care of. Why don't you just sit back and relax? She's like, no, I have to keep moving.
Yeah.
And I'm all like, God, what kind of drugs are they giving her?
They're giving the Adderall.
After working a 12-hour shift, yeah. I'm like, I'm done. But actually, I have to develop different habits now because with this coronavirus, I can't get sick. There's no way possible. So I've been I have like a strict sleep schedule now. While I'm working, and then I have to work out every single day.
Yeah. Because
if I don't work out, because I'm already overweight, and so I'm just like I can't risk any. And I'm not smoking. Like I don't smoke, but I'm actually not even. I mean, I drank for my birthday, but I didn't. I have not drank, and I'm not going to. But it tells you a lot about mentality wise, like how you nourish your body, the thing is, it's so important to keep learning.
Yeah.
And Mom is the epitome of that. She's always teaching herself all these different things. She'll learn how to, like, remember when you came home after living with Theo Juan for a summer, and she learned how to make pho? Like, what the
That's
fuck?
nuts.
Like,
so nuts.
She is just incredible. And I'm telling you, like, she is definitely an example of it from what this researcher was saying, that it's just like the nourishing your brain and not just knowledge and not just food, but the combination, it really helps with not just longevity, but mental health. Mm-hmm. Like mom, I would, for the most part, she's got pretty good mental health. She recognizes issues and she's working through stuff. But I don't know. Definitely living with her for a month. It's made me really appreciate the greater thing that she has to offer. Cause with Nana doesn't try to, her memory's getting lost.
It's getting worse.
I don't think it is. I think it's actually staying pretty stagnant. But the thing is that because she's got really good memory from when she was a kid. Remember,
Isn't
Sarah?
That nuts?
She would tell us stories about her taking care of these kids when she was like 16. She's like, "Oh, my memory's not the same, but his name was this and this," and I'm like, "What the hell?" It's like, it all depends on how you engage with the person. I feel like somehow your brain still recovers. But the thing is that people don't pay attention to, like, for me, my memory's bad too.
Yeah.
Like, it's getting worse. And so I'm not even joking. I have sticky notes up there to tell me this is what I have to do after work, and this is what I have to do before work, because I'm so sleep deprived that I have to make a list and be like, I'm not even joking. After work, meal. It's so stupid. So stupid. But then I lose track and I forget. And then I'm all of a sudden eating fucking Doritos on this recliner.
Well, I think it's good. I think people should write things down if that's the way you learn. That's how I do it. Like, if you look at my board, if I look at my board, I have a list and stuff, and it helps and stuff. But all right, ladies.
Yeah, me too. With the calendar as well. Like, I use Google Calendar, and I just put everything on there so I don't forget.
Okay. Well, thank you, ladies, for coming in. I know you guys got to go real soon. Christina's got to go back to work, save people's lives. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys taking your time to do this. For you, Christina, it's just amazing. You're putting your life out there for taking care of people. And I commend you that. I just, hopefully people just stay home. If you don't need to go out, don't go out. Please think of other people. Like, think of the nurses, the doctors out there, even workers out there. Like for you, Sarah, like that. You sometimes you have to go back to work. Think of those people that still have to go back to work. Then they have an important job. Transportation and all that. Fast food people in restaurants, and just think before. If you really don't need to go out, don't go out. You know what I mean? Like, if you have your dog, then walk your dog, but you don't have to go fucking to the beach or some shit like that. So thank you, ladies. Do you guys want to plug anything? you guys are good. You guys got a performance next week at the Checkles?
Well, you could always tune in onto my livecast.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything? Do you guys have anything you want to plug? Your Instagrams right now? Or you want to just keep incognito?
I'm lame in private.
Oh, what about Gus? People can follow Gus. What's Gus?
Very true. I just adopted a puppy. Now he's 8 months. Big boy. He's at Gustavo Sanchez Russell on Instagram. If you want to follow him.
So
little
cute.
cutie pie. His ears win hearts of everyone.
Oh, that's a good slogan. All right. Follow Gus, guys. And then what about you, Christina? Just any messages?
If you want to follow me on It's Peppy.
Yay. I like it. I like the new handle. It's better.
Yeah, please. But
you single men out there.
Any single men out there?
Any single men that have a job.
Yeah, they have job. No broke ass bitches. All right, guys. So I'm gonna end it. Thank you so much. Tune in to another podcast probably later this week. I have a new remix out. Do you guys listen to the new remix, the Disclosure remix? What do you guys think? No?
It's good.
You haven't? You haven't fucking checked it out? Go check it out. It's on SoundCloud. You bastard. I can't believe my own sister hasn't even checked it out. All right, guys. Go check it out. It's on SoundCloud. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And then we'll talk to you guys soon.